This is by far the most detailed video I have ever made, so stay tuned you guys and let me show you how you save a bunch of money by doing your own lace frontal sewing. Hey guys, it's Jody. Welcome back to the channel. So yes babes, my hair is blonde. I bleached it and I toned my bundles. If you want the full story, I do have a video following this one where I show you how you can achieve this color as well. So check it out. Thank you to our wonderful sponsor for this video, aligracehair. Yes guys, this is my fave right now from AliExpress. That's why I keep showing it, and they are so patient with me while I do the most with these tutorials. So this time I'm going with the Brazilian body wave and the free part lace frontal. So the first thing you want to do is customize that lace frontal. As you can see, I place my frontal backwards on my wig making block. It just matches my head shape better, you know? So once that's attached, I take a tweezer and pluck the hair out, mainly from the hairline area. And it does take a while for you to see any hair coming out, but trust me, it works. And you guys, unless you're a Kardashian, your hairline ain't that thick, girl. So make it look somewhat realistic, but just don't overdo it. Trust me, I know. Oh, and by the way, you guys, thank you so much for over 1 million views on all of my sew-in videos so far. I do have one with leave out featuring this hair also, so you can check that video out, as well as like a dedicated aligracehair playlist. So for this particular weave, you need a braid pattern that will look good multiple ways. I try this combo of a flexible middle part, side part, and no part by braiding my hair straight back, with the exception of the hair at my temples. I braid that straight down but farther from my face so that my hair won't get into the glue. I mean, straight back patterns work just fine too. I do them all the time. I just thought I'd try something different. And I slick my hair back with some Lovely Bees edge control to smooth away all my flyaways because I don't want to use any gel in my hair. Guys, isn't this just the cutest thing ever? So here I'm just prepping for step 3, which is a stocking cap method, or basically a base for my lace frontal. So while my hair is tied back, I apply a layer of the Got2b spiking glue, and I cool blow it so I can put my flesh tone cap on. I'm using the queen size knee-high pantyhose because it's the most accurate color I can find for my skin tone. And guys, I got it from a random beauty supply store in the hood for those asking. And I just placed that over my head onto my face a little bit where the material is like even in one color. I'm placing it onto the Got2b product, and then I'm going to reinforce it so it doesn't budge. Now this is the most precise step, ladies, so listen closely. You want to use really small scissors, you know, those eyebrow scissors, to cut around the cap so you get everything off exactly how you want it. And more importantly, I don't want not one strand of my hair caught up in this, so I make sure to be very careful. And this step is how you don't damage your hair. And this is what this process is really like, you guys. I don't see all of this on YouTube, especially doing these type of styles completely DIY without the help of a stylist. So I promised myself, like, the next time I did, I would film it for you guys, and this was hard as heck to concentrate and record at the same time. So I hope you guys appreciate it by liking and commenting. Give me a quick thumbs up, and thank you guys for your continued support as always. Okay, so now we're ready to secure our lace frontal after applying the base. First, I just want to try it on for good measure, and I apply Got2b Glued around my hairline just at the very edges of the stocking cap, and I blow dry with cool air until the product is tacky and not slippery. And I try to apply it where it doesn't touch any of my hair if I can avoid it. And I've seen the horror stories. So ladies, do me a favor and do not put these products on your hair as an adhesive for the frontal. Don't use it on your hair, just your forehead. And while we're here, I have another don't. Don't put your lace frontal more than ½ an inch past your natural hairline. I mean, I understand why people do it, which is to avoid the hairline altogether and protect their hair. I do not hate on people who do that. Celebrities do that all the time. But I like to get as close as possible without going too far down. You guys don't have a big forehead, so I definitely wouldn't look like me. I wouldn't look like Jody if I covered my whole forehead up. I'm more of like a Rihanna than a Nicki Minaj on the wig hairline spectrum, you know? So after about 20 minutes, the makeup on my forehead is missing. I got glue crust all over my edges, but that's okay. It can be cleaned up, but this wig is attached. That's all that matters. And that's probably the hardest part, is because it's what people see first, and you don't want to mess this up because it's so tedious to have to do this again. Oh no, ma'am. So now everything gets a lot easier. I'm just gonna sew down the back of the frontal. Yay! So my frontal is attached and the hard part is out of the way. Y'all don't know how hard this is depending on the size and the shape of your head. You do need a weaving net, which I forgot to put on in the beginning. It serves as a tension reliever and helps the hair attach without it being too tight, while also allowing your scalp to breathe. So with a normal sew-in, you can just get right to it, but with the lace frontal, sewing the hair ironically becomes the least important or the easiest step. So we grab our first bundle and our needle and thread and we start sewing in the back. So you want to sew around the wefting of the hair and then back through the netting and the braided base and just kind of loop it around. I don't really try to go through the wefting too much. I sew around it. And just a quick tip, going under the braid at the nape allows us to pull up our hair whenever we want to. So it's kind of like a concealed track. As you guys can see, I'm flipping over the tracks. I double up the tracks in the back, and once I get to the end, I flip it over and then I sew in the other direction. One, because it's quicker, and two, I get less shedding by not cutting the wefts in the back. Now, if you've done your hair yourself, whether it's a weave or braids or even your natural hair, you ever wonder why one side always comes out ugly or differently than the other side? I think one direction will always be easier than the next because of our dexterity. I'm left-handed, so whenever I move to the right, like so to the right, it's always a challenge. But I'm working on it. That's the best we can do, right? I'm always trying to get a neater style. Now we have one bundle installed, and because this is the one I may have over-processed, I'm going to add a little bit of oil to make it nice and soft. I explained more in depth how I treated it and revived it in my coloring video. And here is a second bundle. You can see it looks luscious and soft from top to bottom after double bleaching. So that's why I explained that the first bundle was, I think I over bleached it a little bit. But what's beautiful is that they have different tones than each other, but when styled, it gives it this beautiful dimension because only one bundle is a little lighter than the other two. As you sew closer to the top, don't flip the wefts over. It's okay in this instance to cut them or use single wefting as you see fit so that your weave will be flat and seamless. And again, I can't see, but it's okay because the end result will still be fire. Oh my gosh, guys, I can't believe I'm done with this entire process and with blonde hair at that because it's so hard to do. I'm so proud of myself. My objective with this video was to show you how to save a lot of money because between the salon price to install at $250 and up, then customizing the hairline, extra for bleaching the knots on the frontal, styling, plus the cost of the hair, you're talking upwards of $600. So if you get the hair yourself, it's possible that you can do this style if you're a little patient. And this process does take time if you're a beginner, so I suggest you don't rush it. So I wore this aligracehair on different days in different settings, as you can see, so you can get a realistic look at how it holds up. It straightens like butter, you guys, and I didn't cut the ends so you can see exactly how the ends look even after I bleached this hair multiple times. And I also tried this cute little half up, half down look with some wand curls. I was trying to channel my inner Barbie Beyonce. And this is well after I've worn and touched up the front multiple times. So what you see here is what you get. Oh, also you guys, I got this question when I posted a photo on Instagram. With the extra hair that I had left over, I made these clip-ins to add for extra volume. And you may or may not notice, but instead of doing the whole baby hair thing, I tried something different this time. I'm like so over that right now, so I'm trying the Beyonce hairline. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but she has this specific way of doing her roots. And I haven't quite figured it out yet, but when I do, I will let you know. And I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching and take care.
It's a bad man thing, oh Lord of his mercy. Hey, his body, baby, oh.